Welcome. My name is Gloria Luna, and I am lucky enough to work for that woman. She's amazing, as you probably saw. And I am lucky enough, I think, now to be in my dream job, but it took me a long time to get there. And I'm going to share a little bit of my personal story with you guys. I graduated as an engineer.
What?
That's what I went to school for, engineering.
What kind?
Electrical engineering. And here I am in the beauty industry. So it was a really interesting journey here, but I had no idea when I graduated school that this is where I would be. But part of it, as Mary likes to say, is in the journey, and I'm eternally grateful to Sally Hansen because they were the ones that gave me my first shot. And they were at the time a big brand. They're still a big brand. They're now owned by Coty, but I was able to do a lot of different interesting things there. And when I got in, they needed somebody who was really technology savvy, who could set up their computer system and do all of that stuff. So I was able to do that. And that's how I marketed myself in there. So I figured out a way to get my foot in the door and to use my skills. And a year later, a marketing job became available. And I went for it, and they gave me the shot because they knew me and I was a known entity, so they were able to feel comfortable to do that. First of all, I figured out what I wanted. And it wasn't just a matter of kind of theoretically thinking about what I wanted, I actually put details against it. What does my office look like? What are the kinds of people I work with? What are they going to be wearing? How are they going to be speaking? How do they relate to one another? What does the team look like? Like all the details of what that looks like. Know what you're looking for, you will find it. It will find you. And so I think that's what happened, because this job is exactly what I had envisioned in my mind as to what it would look like and what was important to me. That was based on my value system. So that's the first step. Secondly, you have to creating your own distinctive message. What is it about you that makes you unique? And you use that to capture people's attention. All of us are unique, and it's something that we should commit to memory. So if somebody asks you about yourself, you're able to tell them who you are and what makes you unique. And usually that's something that will capture people's attention and make them perk up. And that also kind of helps with knowing what you want too. So those two are kind of interrelated. The third thing is networking. And everybody tells you about how important networking is. And even if you're in a job that you love, networking is so vitally important. We become so focused on our own, our own worldview all the time that we never sort of look outside of that and, get inspired by other things. Even if you have no thought in your mind that you're looking for that next challenge. Networking is so important. Know what questions to ask. What is the protocol? Have good manners. Follow up. Make sure you're thanking people for their time. They will remember that. And the last but not least is be interesting and strive for balance. I think you Californians do this a lot better than we do back east. I do know a lot of people that work a lot of hours and they end up being totally focused on just, their work and, having hobbies, having interests, being inspired by different things is really, really important. I personally want to work with people like that. So I think if you're like that, you attract people like that. And I think it makes you interesting and it makes you the kind of person that people want to be around.